I want to shout out to Art of Dialogue. I want to
Me
shout
too,
him.
man. I just found out about those dudes literally last week.
Man,
and dude, it's been doing crazy numbers.
They did an amazing. They did an amazing job with your interview, man.
Thank you.
They did
Shout
an
out to
amazing
the dude
job.
Art. I just met him last week.
And I was sitting here, and I smoked a little bit.
As you should.
A little something. And,
Does it help you focus?
Absolutely.
Okay.
As you see, I'm locked in.
You were focused in on the art of dialogue.
Yeah. But I want to credit them because I was watching and you was telling the story when you met Michael Jackson, and I'm sitting here like, this nigga crazy. So I didn't want them to think I'm trying to steal their clip.
Right.
But that story, that story was fucking hilarious.
My next 1 hour special, that's the name of my special. It's called Alex Thomas True Hollywood Stories.
Oh, wow. There we go.
Because I realized
That's
after
dope.
almost 35 years of doing stand-up, I told my wife this other night, I was like, nigga, I really don't have any more jokes. I just have stories, man.
Talk about everything.
Like, and I didn't realize until I really matured in stand-up, that's what the greats did.
For sure.
Right?
Yep.
And I was like, I'm just gonna get up here and tell my true Hollywood stories. And when I started doing it, it started killing so crazy. I'm like, I'm just gonna tell it. And when it really happened in your life, you don't have a problem telling it.
Right.
Like I tell everybody, the question I got, and I'll just tell you the story how it came about. So how it came about was when Diddy went to trial, and then it became national news. I'm guest on a lot of people's podcasts. And everybody that's like the first question everybody asks. You've been in the business over 30 years. You ever been to a Diddy party? You ever been to a Diddy party? I'm like, I can only be honest because I don't have nothing to hide.
Right.
I'm like, nigga, I've been to so many Diddy parties. I was on his mailing list. Like, I'm not even lying. Like, I've been to so many Diddy. But you got to understand, I've been in this 30-something years.
Right.
I go back to the beginning. I'm talking like when Sean John first came out.
It was like
New York Fashion Week.
That was the parties they go to.
Well, no, Lou Will.
Before all the extra shit start, that was a rite of passage to go to.
Brother, let me explain. I'm not exaggerating when I say I went to 14 years in a row NBA All-Star weekends. No, I'm not like, I did a 14 year
I
stretch.
thought you was about to say 14 years worth of Diddy.
No. Nigga, that's the truth. By the way, that is the truth. You just jumped the gun, but I was about to get to that. 14 years in All-Star weekends, NBA All-Star weekends, and everybody knows how crazy it was. In fact, my first All-Star weekend was 97 when Kobe won the dunk contest as a rookie, the NBA 50 greatest, and literally did 14 years in a row, right? And I tell everybody the true story.
Yeah.
The two craziest parties every single year, every single city was either Michael Jordan's parties or Diddy's parties. When I tell you, Fashion Week, New York, when Sean John first came out, crazy party, thousands of people. When Ciroc came out, craziest house party I've ever been in my life. This nigga turned his backyard into Coachella. When I tell you everybody from Mary J. Blige to Chris Brown to Rick Ross, everybody performing in his backyard. Craziest party I've ever been to, right? So long story short, I want to paint this picture for y'all so you can really understand. When I say it was thousands of people, I'm not exaggerating. It was thousands of people. But here's the thing. Every single party I ever went to with Diddy, that nigga always had me in general population.
Oh, shit.
With 1,000 other regular civilians. I have to paint that picture because people think everything was the...
Everybody was in the house.
No.
Yeah.
You got to understand. I'm just being honest, and I can be honest about this. I was always known as a B and C list celebrity. I never made it to the A list. Yeah, I did 15, 20 TV shows and movies, but I never made it to the A list.
TV shows, top movies. That's not undersell it now. Let's not undersell it. Top TV shows.
But I wasn't the biggest certain
there.
people. I'm trying not to say names because I got to make my point. My point is, only the A-listers got invited to the freak-offs. I want y'all to hear that. Only the A-listers got invited to the freak-offs. And I had one rule, and one rule only at every Diddy party I ever went to. I'm not lying, and that was be gone by 1:15. I don't care how many beautiful girls were in the house. I don't care how
why?
many celebrities were in the house. I was just
That was just your
always gone.
personal thing?
That was just my thing. Been gone about 1:15. I have no idea what time the baby oil came out.
Right.
Because I was always gone by.
115.
You know why y'all never saw me all up in the video? Because I was gone by.
115.
I can't actually say anything bad about this dude, Diddy,
Right.
because actually the greatest night of my life in 35 years of partying in Hollywood actually happened at a Diddy party. I was there, 1999, Playboy Mansion, his 30th birthday party. When I tell you it was the craziest party. Now you gotta understand, this is before the word twerking.
Right, right.
This nigga had big booty chicks twerking off chandeliers on the ceiling. It was like Magic City, aka Circus Soleil, right? With big fat asses. I'd never seen anything like that in my life. But it's not that it was a Diddy party. The reason it was the greatest night of my life, because it's the night I met Michael Jackson. Real simple story. I'm just literally sitting there with Eddie Murphy in Arsenio Hall.
Real simple story. I'm sitting there with Eddie Murphy.
That's to show you how star-studded it was.
Right, right.
But for me to even be friends with two of my idols was a big deal. This is at 99, so I'm like 8 years and 9 years into comedy.
Wow.
But Eddie knew who I was. I just did the Arsenio Hall show. Like he's like, you know, I'm around my peers. This is what I want to be around, right? And out of nowhere, Eddie just goes, yo, AT, you ever met Mike? And I'm like, Mike who? I didn't really know what Mike are you talking about? Because in 99, I met Michael Jordan and also met Mike Tyson. So I really didn't know.
Okay, you trying to say which
Mike
Mike,
you talking
nigga?
about? Which Mike you talking about? He's like, oh, Michael Jackson. I was like, no, I never met him. He's like, you want to meet him? I'm like, hell yeah. He's like, oh, he's right there.
Wow.
I look to my left, and I swear to God, about 15 feet away from me, Michael Jackson and Tom Cruise are hanging from the ceiling of the Playboy Mansion in this gigantic swing. A swing like the size of this couch. It could like fit 5 adults. And it was with them giant chains that are on like on ships.
Oh shit.
And it's just swinging. I almost said slave ships. I don't know what a slave ship look like. It was just swinging, and he's 15 feet away from me, and I'm like, oh, like I was not expecting to see Michael Jackson here. And I'm like, oh, and the first thing that went through my mind is like, damn, Michael Jackson really is white. Like you didn't realize how white he was until he's sitting next to a real
white man.
white person. Tom Cruise was 3 shades darker than Michael Jackson. Nigga, it looked like Mike was sitting there with Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
So you know, Michael, Arsenio just goes, yo, he probably knows who you are.
Right.
And I'm like, man, get the hell out of here. There's no way in the world Michael Jackson knows who I am. He's like, no, man. He's like, because him and Eddie were really close to him. Like Eddie and Arsenio up at Eddie's house, he would just tell us the stories, the Michael Jackson stories.
Right.
They were really that close. He's like, yo, he probably knows who you are. And I'm like, man, how would he know who I am? He's like, man, his life is so stressed out. All he does is watch comedy, TV shows, movies, stand up. And I'm like going, oh, damn. Because in 99, I was popping. I was with Jamie Foxx show, Players Club, who can play that game, you know, Paps, Don't Be a Menace. I'm like, maybe this nigga knows who I am, right? So he just walks me over to him. It's like, Eddie's just like, Mike, Alex Thomas, Michael Jackson. I reached my hand out. He reached his hand out. Mike grabs my hand. And out of nowhere, he just looks me dead in my eye and just started dying laughing. Like, no words. Just die. Have y'all ever heard him laugh?
Nah.
I never heard his laugh. It's
What's wrong with you?
He looked me right in my eyes. Lil Will, stop laughing. And he just goes, you're so funny. When I tell you, my whole body went numb.
Hell yeah. What?
When I tell you, a small tear came out my eye, like Denzel in Glory. A small tear came out my eye, and my body just, it was like an out-of-body experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, that little one tear that came out my eye, nigga, it turned into me crying like a little groupie bitch. Oh my God. Like, I know what the hoes feel like now. Like, I'm not, you know, most black men will not admit this to y'all.
Right,
you know what I mean?
No, that's real.
I just did what was natural. I just gave him the biggest hug. I just grabbed him and I just cried right in his ear. I was like, I love you, Michael. Michael, I love you. And y'all, I don't know what made me do this, but as I pulled away from him, I pinched the tip of his nose.
No, get the fuck out of here, man. No.
Eddie Murphy and Arsenio hit the ground, knees buckled, dying laughing.
Yo.
You don't know how great it felt to have all three of my idols dying laughing. Michael Jackson, Eddie Murphy, and Arsenio dying laughing. Like about 10 seconds later, just like y'all, they had tears in their eyes. Arsenio got up off the floor and he was like, yo, Alex, you are the first person I've ever seen touch Michael's face and get away with it. He's like, so I suggest you get the fuck up out this party right now before his security comes over here and breaks both your legs. And I told him, you ain't said nothing but a word, because I looked down at my watch and it was
1:15.
I said, nigga, it's time to beat it.
11:15.
Look, I had the usher time in my head. I'm 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
It was time to beat it.
I want to talk about that. I want to go back a little bit. I want to talk about how
True Hollywood stories coming soon.
I told her, let that big talk.